going on, everyone? My name is Ghiman Mckinney, or you can just call me Juice because that is my nickname. And today I'm going to answer the question, will Aaron Rodgers ever win another Super Bowl? Is the Green Bay Packers Super Bowl window still open? You know, the Green Bay Packers, they had a very good season last year. You know, they won 13 games. They beat the Seattle Seahawks in the divisional round of the playoffs. You could clearly see that Matt LaFleur had a huge influence on the locker room. To me, the team and the culture in Green Bay was rejuvenated. Aaron Rodgers and that entire team seemed like they were having fun playing behind Matt LaFleur. They got behind Matt LaFleur. And Matt LaFleur, in my opinion, did a great job of coaching this team. You know, he came up with some new, bright, fresh ideas on offense, something Mike McCarthy was not willing to do last year for the Packers. Aaron Rodgers was clearly not happy with Mike McCarthy as his head coach. And in my opinion, it just came a time where Mike McCarthy just needed to go. He's a good head coach, but he just had overstayed his welcome in Green Bay. And Matt LaFleur comes in and does some great things. And Brian Gutekunst, the general manager, finally did something that I've been raving and hoping the Packers do for several years. He got Aaron Rodgers some more support on defense, okay? So Darius Smith and Preston Smith come in this year. They have an immediate impact. Adrian Amos was a very good safety for the Packers this year. The Packers defense made so many improvements and so many strides from a year ago. This Packers defense is now a pretty solid unit. However, despite all those good things, despite winning a playoff game versus Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks, they got curb stomped and mollywopped and destroyed by the 49ers. And that game was not even close. It was over after about 8 minutes, okay? That game was over after 8 minutes, okay? Now, the Green Bay Packers have two glaring issues in my eyes that they absolutely must address if they want to get over the hump. If the Green Bay Packers are serious about competing for another Super Bowl title, they absolutely must beef up the middle of their defense, and they need to give Aaron Rodgers another wide receiver that can make plays besides Davante Adams. That was clear in that 49ers game. They did not have anyone else outside of Davante Adams that could create separation consistently, and I don't think Aaron Rodgers trusted a lot of those wide receivers. You look at Davante Adams, he's great. He's probably a top 5 wide receiver in football. But Marquez Valdes-Scantling, Jimmy Graham, who's probably going to be leaving, Geronimo Allison, Alan Lazard, who showed potential but is just a fine player, nothing special there. They need more weapons. You look at Kansas City, you look at Houston, the Texans, you look at the 49ers, the Green Bay Packers do not have the amount of weapons that some of these elite teams in the NFL do. They need to give Aaron Rodgers another weapon that can make plays on the outside, and if they want to maximize their opportunities on offense. And also, like I said, they need to beef up the middle of that defense, okay? Because listen, I just got so frustrated from watching the Green Bay Packers get gashed over and over in the run game on defense. The 49ers nearly rushed the football for over 300 yards on the Green Bay Packers defense. That Green Bay Packers defense is just not physical enough up front. They need to get a playmaking linebacker, and they need to get some more defensive tackles that can make plays up front outside of Kenny Clark. They need to address the middle of their defense and get Aaron Rodgers more weapons on offense if they want to take that next step. So the question is, if they do those things, is Aaron Rodgers going to win himself another Super Bowl? And I believe so. I believe when Aaron Rodgers retires, he will at least have another Super Bowl added to his resume, okay? And I'll tell you why. Listen, the Green Bay Packers, they're a very good young football team. Heading into this year, the Green Bay Packers were the 5th youngest team in football. Davante Adams, their best wide receiver, is 27 years old. Most of the weapons that they have on offense are not 30 years old, guys. They're very young, and they have a lot of promise, okay? You look at the defense. Kevin King, Jair Alexander, Adrian Amos, Darnell Savage. He was a rookie, okay? None of the guys outside Tramon Williams are in their 30s yet. These guys are in their mid-20s, early 20s. They're young. They're very good, and they're going to have room to grow. Okay, you look at Zadarius Smith and Preston Smith. Both of them have not even hit age 30 years old yet, okay? Aaron Jones on offense, he's 25 years old, their best running back. The only real veteran on this team is Aaron Rodgers, and he's still, in my opinion, got a couple more years left, okay? So this Packers team is young in a lot of areas. They don't have a lot of bad contracts on this team. I believe that the Green Bay Packers youth allows their Super Bowl window to be open for the next 3 to 5 seasons. Also, Matt LaFleur was a first-year head coach this year. Matt LaFleur, in my opinion, is going to learn from that NFC Championship game versus the 49ers. He's going to expand his role as a head coach next year. He's going to get better. He's going to make more adjustments. I think that Matt LaFleur came out this year in most games with a great script, okay? But off script, the Packers were not very good. They weren't very good at adjusting at halftime. They weren't good at in-game adjustments from time to time. I believe Matt LaFleur is going to get better at that in his sophomore season as an NFL head coach. I believe he's going to evolve. I believe that Matt LaFleur is not a fluke. I believe Matt LaFleur has the capacity and the ability to be a very good head coach in the NFL. And it's very rare that a first-year head coach wins a Super Bowl. Matt LaFleur is going to learn from his mistakes. I believe that he has all the ability to be a great head coach in the NFL. And listen, the Green Bay Packers, their first year with Matt LaFleur could not have gone any better. They won 13 games, and they were one game away from the Super Bowl with a first-year head coach and not a lot of weapons on offense and a defense that, quite frankly, did not have the players to compete with San Francisco. So I believe Matt LaFleur, with Aaron Rodgers in his second year in the system, they're going to do some great things. Aaron Rodgers had to change his playing style. He had to fit into a new system. He had to run an entire new offense that he had not run for most of his career. I believe Aaron Rodgers has a chance to take off in the second year of Matt LaFleur's new system, and if Green Bay gets him another weapon or two, look out, that offense could be scary. Also, this division is very winnable. Guys, you look at Chicago. They have questions at quarterback. I'm sorry. I don't think Mitch Trubisky's got the guy going forward. I saw Chicago Bears defense quit on that team because they just realized that if we hold Aaron Rodgers to 10 points, which they actually did in week number 1, they're going to still lose. You want to know why? Because they don't have the quarterback to match up with the elite teams. The Chicago Bears will always have a ceiling as long as Mitch Trubisky is their quarterback. You look at Detroit. They're a mess. Their defense is awful. They're picking number 3 overall in the draft. I think Matthew Stafford's a very underrated quarterback, but again, Matthew Stafford was hurt for the first time this year. And I don't think Matt Patricia's a great coach. So again, they're the Detroit Lions. They're dysfunctional. I don't see Detroit catching up to Green Bay anytime soon. And you look at the Minnesota Vikings. Yes, they had a great season. But I'm going to pick Aaron Rodgers over Kirk Cousins any day of the week. And I'm not even thinking twice about it, okay? The gap between those two is pretty wide in my opinion, okay? Especially when it comes to crunch time. And also, the Minnesota Vikings have a bad cap situation. Their cap space is awful. They're not going to be able to retain all these elite players that they have on their roster. They're already potentially looking to move on from Stephon Diggs, who's not very happy in Minnesota. So I think the Green Bay Packers, they have the best quarterback and coach combination in their own division. They're one of the more younger teams in this division, and I believe this is a division they can win going forward, okay? And lastly, I just get a sense that Aaron Rodgers is not going to go down without a fight. I believe Aaron Rodgers is too great of an NFL quarterback to finish his career with just one Super Bowl win. I believe off of Aaron Rodgers' greatness alone, he will find a way at some point within the next 3 to 5 seasons to win the Packers another Super Bowl, okay? All the Green Bay Packers need to do is just give him a little bit more support on offense, and I believe he's going to get it done. Listen, Aaron Rodgers, he's the most talented quarterback I've ever seen, okay? And listen, a lot of people are telling me, Aaron Rodgers is on the decline. He's washed. Really? I mean, if a washed, declining season is 26 touchdown passes, 4,000 yards, and only throwing 4 interceptions and a 62% completion percentage, I will take that washed up, declining quarterback any day of the week. Aaron Rodgers is still a top 5 quarterback in the game of football. People are just looking at the numbers. They're just looking at box scores. They're not watching the games. Aaron Rodgers is more than capable of winning another Super Bowl, and I believe he's going to have at least 2 to 3 more elite years left. This is the first time in a while that he's never been injured. I believe he trusts Matt LaFleur's system. I believe the fact that they're running the football a lot more is going to keep Aaron Rodgers rejuvenated and fresh and a lot more healthy. And I just get the sense that if Aaron Rodgers gets a little bit more support on offense, which I think the Green Bay Packers are going to do, they've said that they're going to go out and address the defense in free agency. They said that they're probably going to draft a wide receiver in round number 1 of the NFL draft. I think the Green Bay Packers are going to fix their issues. And once they do that, I believe at some point Aaron Rodgers will be hoisting another Super Bowl trophy. So again, I got a young Packers team. I got a first-year head coach that showed a lot of promise. I got a winnable division. And I got a Hall of Fame quarterback in Aaron Rodgers that I trust off his greatness alone that he is going to win another Super Bowl. Be sure to comment where you agree with me and disagree with me. Love to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video today. Be sure to smash this like button right now if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new as well. I do post a ton of great sports videos weekly and almost every single day if I can. A fun fact about me is I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world. I want to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. Kind of like Colin Cowherd, Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp. You get the point. Okay, I want to do sports, television, and radio for a full living once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I currently am a freshman there right now. So the best thing you guys can do to just help me continue to grow as a young broadcaster is to just share this channel with all your friends, because potentially if this channel really gets somewhere, I want to start my own network, okay? Or potentially if it doesn't, or if I fall a little bit short, I want to go into a big time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. So the best thing you guys can do to just flat out just help me grow as a broadcaster, help me learn, get other people hip to this channel, just share this channel with all your friends, share this channel on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, all that good stuff. Also, be sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. And once again, guys, just share this channel with everyone you know. Get everyone hipped and watching these videos. Get my voice out there and heard. Share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, all that good stuff. It's been your boy, Ghiman Mckinney, or you can just call me Juice. I appreciate all you guys for tuning in today. I really do. Have a God bless day. Stay motivated, you guys, and I'm out.